My better side. Everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Danny B. For those tuning in for the first time, you are watching Keeping It Real, and this is the lovely Jamie B. Now, you got to excuse me, we were a little late, and this new format, I'm like waiting for this little red light to show up, and I don't know when it's going to show up. It's kind of like a surprise. Do you like our backdrop?
Yes.
The last time we had a view like this, it cost us about $6,000 a month. This is a lot cheaper. It only costs $12 through Amazon. Hope everybody had a great day. I hope you enjoyed your St. Patty's Day. It's been 2 weeks since our last show. We got a lot to discuss. It's what? Cheesesteak Day? National
National
Cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak Day.
So we're going to discuss good
Yum,
joints in
yum.
Jersey, Easton, Allentown, Phillipsburg, good places to grab a cheesesteak. We're going to talk about March Madness. We're going to talk about kids. We're going to talk a little bit about life. But earlier before when we were focusing in, Jamie was like right on the Empire State
I know,
Building.
that's why I said boom, boom, because he's
She
like,
looked-
you look like,
King Kong or
Really?
Mighty Joe Young. All she had to do was hit down an airplane, like, "Roar!" But here we are again, and
thanks, Danny.
well,
That's what
only,
you think of me.
but we are still getting used to the new format. And guess what? We're working on a new apparel line. We're going to get some hats, some shirts, some coffee mugs,
We got some good things coming, Danny.
some of these
B.
things. Now, this glass
Yes.
is from Paris Pizzione's 60th birthday party and his mom's 80th.
But we don't know why it says congrats.
Yeah, it doesn't say right. It should
I
have
don't
said so.
understand.
Anyway, I wanted
We
to
have
show.
a birthday one too. It says happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. But this says congrats on what? We don't know. How about just being alive? Ain't that enough? So, yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the last show. And again, this is Keeping It Real. New format. We're still getting used to it. We're on Twitter now. Maybe Nick can throw our Twitter handle down there. There it is.
Yes.
I have a new podcast coming on the same network, Empty the Bench Podcast Network, starting April 7th, opening day of baseball. I know everybody's excited. A couple of weeks ago, we didn't know where we were going to be, but here we are. And you don't have to be vaccinated to play in Yankee Stadium, or I still want to call it Shea Stadium, but it's not. It's Citi Field. I got my Met hat on. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. And the Mets locked in Pete Alonso. So I'm very happy. You're next. Go ahead.
Thank you, Danny.
Go ahead.
Turn it over to me.
I
Yes,
will.
we have a lot of things in the works behind the scenes. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm being productive these days. I was just talking to our producer, Nick, about it, how I'm like over being the stay-at-home mom and like I'm ready to move on with my life and do something with it.
And what would you
Be
do?
creative. I'm
You're
a
not-
very creative person.
And you're not happy with
right?
your current life?
I am, but I feel like nobody really needs me.
I
boys,
do.
the boys need
Go in the back
rides.
room. I'll tell you. I can tell. I'll see you in a couple of
I was
minutes.
gonna list that as one.
Is
The
that
boys
about
need-
it?
They need rides. Okay?
Okay.
They need food. They need someone to cook for them. Danny B needs his sex, and
That
that's
should be
about
the-
it.
that should
He
be the-
does the laundry now, so I don't have to do the laundry.
Very soothing. It's good for the mind.
I do the cleaning,
Except
but yeah,
when I have to take the shirt
I
and
cook,
pull it
but he
inside.
cleans. He does clean up.
We're a team.
Yeah.
Team Biancullo.
So now I'm ready to move on with my life.
Now,
and
what do you mean?
do
Where you
something
going?
else.
Are you moving out on me? Where the hell are you
No.
going?
I'm just ready to do something, have a hobby, something that I do.
So we're gonna start this new. I don't know what we're gonna call it, and keeping it real, of course. But we're gonna have hats because I love my hats.
Yes, we're getting a line.
I love
for Keeping
hats.
It
We
Real.
found a local merchant here in Emmaus, Pennsylvania, and we love the local businesses, the small mom and pop shops. Forget about these big businesses; they're already good. But let's not forget about the little mom and pop
Yeah.
shop. We did reach out on Facebook. Anybody that had, but somebody contacted you, right?
Yeah, I got a suggestion.
We
I
don't
put
want to buy a
post out.
machine. We want.
I put a post out about it, but I'm also looking for people who want to get their products out, want to be part of our show, part of our network. If you feel like you don't know how to advertise, and you being in the business that you are, how much money advertisement costs, and what it takes to like advertise your business. So not everybody has means to do that, have like some big billboard up somewhere,
But
advertising their business.
No, but in all fairness, when I started in 1994, we didn't have social media. So you had to spend money to make money. Now
Yes.
it's a click away.
Right.
It's a like away or a follow away. but you still need advertisement. You need somebody to
Yes.
believe in what you're doing,
Yeah.
and it does take a little bit of money, but not as much as
Right.
it used to. Most of my advertisement was on radio, and back in the day, radio was popular. And now it's still, people listen, but not like they used to.
Right. Yeah.
But there are easier ways to advertise, but it's free. Anybody that wants a product advertised, send it to us, and we'll be as long as we like it and it fits, we'll be happy to promote it for free. Has to fit though.
We're pimping ourselves out here, so come on, people.
Let's
give it to me. All right, so let's talk about some fun topics like.
Let's start with cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks. I thought we already mentioned. Okay.
No, where to get a good cheesesteak?
Okay.
You start off.
No, you did, Danny, because you're much older than I am,
No.
and you remember cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
I drink too much already.
I told you to slow down. She's like, I want to. No, cheesesteak.
Cheesesteaks.
Followed by a cheesecake.
Yeah.
And that's a
heaven.
Heaven.
Till you wake up in the morning. And
anyway, it depends on where you live.
Yes.
Back in the day, I know Biggie's in Hoboken the original Biggie's had a nice cheesesteak. Locally in Allentown, there's Jack's.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's made one. Joey Ruffino. I think Sal's. I don't know if they're still around. I think maybe they turned into another name by Target there off Cedar Crest.
Bellagio's. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it's national. There's what's tomorrow?
And in Phillipsburg, where I'm from,
okay.
Joe's steak shop. They are famous for their
This ain't
steak.
working. This little napkin down.
No, that's because they're not the good ones.
That's not.
So they, so I'm not really into cheesesteaks too much. I know you are.
No, I like a cheesesteak. I'm trying to avoid all that stuff as we are getting older. And speaking of getting older,
trying to work on your skin.
Turning back to the party on Saturday, we went down. Surprise. Wasn't really a surprise. Paris Pizzione, one of my best friends. Actually, I got to say, in the top two.
Okay.
He flew in from San Diego for his mom, Lucille. I like to call her Lucy, but she likes Lucille. Her 80th. I'm sure he knew. And it was just a good time. Uncle Joe, Denise Mick, Kurt Mick. I can go on and on.
We had such a good time.
I know. It was fun.
And Paris looks damn good for turning 60. And his mother looks so good for turning 80.
And Tracy, what an amazing job.
She did a great job. She hustled at that party, make sure everybody was having a good time.
So thumbs up.
Eating, and they had so much food.
Oh, let's not forget Mr. Pizzione.
Yes.
Mr. Pizzione.
Awesome. His wife is gorgeous.
Yeah. Southern Belle. Yes.
They are like couple goals, they look that good at their age. Because how old is Paris's dad? He's got to be around 80, right?
82, yeah. I mean, and he had a stroke. And he looks good. He's coming back around. Yeah. But just a wonderful family, great time.
We stayed at Uncle Michael's down at the Ocean Gate, which is so beautiful there. It's so calming. It's so nice and clean. It's like everyone's happy. Like we're taking walks and they're like, "Hi, how are you?" Like everyone
what's going on, pal?
We're like, this is like, what's in the water here? It's like happy place here.
Well,
we love it.
It's you know what I like about it? It's a lot of Hudson County, North Bergen. The McNeils are down there. The Abramowitzes. Russell just moved down there. Holly's down there.
Holly.
A lot of the McNeils, I think the McNeils, there's probably 3 or 4 of the family members.
A lot of people there. Yeah. They have like a big group of friends that are all down there, which makes it like a lot of fun. And last year it was all like, between the COVID and everything. So we didn't get to go down there. But this summer it's on and I can't wait to go down there and party all summer long, Danny Bay.
Yeah, you know what? Last year when we were there, the weather wasn't cooperating. We didn't make the summer, but we will spend a lot of time down there this year.
Yeah.
So anyway, the kids are back playing baseball, which is nice. JSO, I'm gonna brag a little bit as a
Don't brag too much because that's like a jinx. Don't jinx the kid.
1 year, you see from he's still 12, but his strength, the arm strength, his bat speed, just everything, his confidence. Without confidence, you can't do shit in life. So his confidence levels are up, and he's in his 2nd year. He's probably going to be in the top 3 in the batting order, probably number 3 from what I see. But last year they had a great year, but it's a new year. The bigger kids moved on. Now it's the younger kids' turn, and it's always good, the cycle of life.
Yeah, because last year Jace was like, he came in with a team that they all played together for a few years, and there were older kids that were like really advanced and really good on the team. Good. So he came in a little intimidated, like, I'm not that good. And Jace, like, if he is not a perfectionist at something, he's like, I'm no good. I'm horrible.
Plus,
like,
he missed 2 years of ball too. He missed 2 years of baseball.
He did. So he felt like, but he wanted to keep with it because it's, number one, to play any sport, it has to be in your heart. You have to like want to do it. And like, he wants to do it. So he would get down on himself and like, second guess himself and like he didn't have the confidence. And we'd be like, Jace, you just have to pay your dues. Like these other kids are going to move on and you're going to get like stronger and older and you're going to get your chance. And like, we just kept telling him. And this year when I dropped him off for his first practice.
I was there. We dropped them off.
We. Honey, all right. Team. Okay. Team. So the confidence that this kid was walking back to the field, I was like, damn, you go, boy.
First one there, like his papa. First one there and last one to leave.
It's like, in last year, he had a kid that was on his team that wasn't like so great. We won't say his name because we were like trying to think of his name, but we finally figured it out. And I seen that kid, it was in his heart, but like he felt that he felt intimidated. He felt like he wasn't as good enough. And so he left the team. And like my heart broke for his for him because he's like, he really liked baseball. And I seen that he could have advanced. He could have gotten better.
So the moral of the story is
if your kid is like, maybe they're not great at it and, but it's in their heart and they want to do it, let them do it. Let them excel in it.
We're not going to say the kid's name, but he was named after a former president that was shot.
I felt bad for the kid. I was like, oh.
Back in the 1800s.
But, there's other people that were like, good, like, now our team is great.
That's selfish. That's selfish.
But sports are sports and it's competitive. And I know when I was a cheerleader when I was younger, and like we'd always have like someone that's called a substitute. So they would always get on the team, but they weren't like that great. Like they didn't really make the team, but like they throw someone on there. And we like whenever our competitions, we'd be like, oh God, is she gonna like mess us up? Like
do I have to hold her up?
Yeah, like do I have to, So I get both sides of it.
All right, next topic.
Okay, moving along.
Cheesesteaks, we know if you're in New Jersey back in the day, Biggie's, there was several.
That makes
you
me
can't
hungry.
go wrong. Yeah, I am going to eat something.
I know.
Locally, you have Jack's, which has 2 locations. One of them looks very dirty, but good food. The other one's on the golf course. Jack's was around in 1995 when I first moved to Pennsylvania and I started working locally. We used to order them every day. And then one day I saw the place. I'm like, I'm not going to order that place no more. But they did move to another location. But also, Joey Ruffino, Sal's, good place. But that was years ago. But anyway, enough of that.
How about the
food?
How about the food? Okay, the food prices.
Seriously,
I don't know what's going on.
Let's talk ribs.
Where are these things? Are they coming from the space? Like, where are these things coming from? Everything is like more money, more money. Jaden, he likes meat. He's a meat eater, our kid, right? So he wants from China King and Forks, he wants the spare ribs, right? He wants the bone spare ribs. So, we always get him the large size, whatever. What, they were 12 something, right?
Last time we ordered. Yeah.
I ordered them last night for him. 17 something. I'm like, what?
$5 increase.
17 something to pick up. And then there was not even there was no meat on the bone.
No. They call them
meat on the bone.
Boneless.
$17.
You know how they say boneless ribs? These were actually meatless ribs. Meatless.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a cat, like a cat that was starved. There was that much no meat on the thing. Okay. So what else we got?
All the prices,
everything,
all the food. It's
gas did come down. What?
Bad, everything. I mean,
gas came down about 20 cents.
Okay. My point is, maybe I need like a side, like I need a sugar daddy. Maybe Danny needs.
What were you doing? You just got a side job. You said you're gonna start networking. You're gonna be doing.
I'm networking, baby. Networking. Okay.
But anyway, so, what else you want to cover with your cheat notes? Go ahead. There's cheat notes.
Okay, then what do you want to say? If you don't need cheat notes.
I don't need cheat notes.
If you don't need cheat notes.
March Madness. How about, listen.
How about your shows? Talk about your new shows.
Okay, how about right here across the river on the Jersey side tomorrow night, St. Peter's. Amazing job. They beat Kentucky. Then they beat Murray State. They're in a Sweet 16 tomorrow playing Purdue, a big underdog for the first time ever. Only the third team ever seeded number 15 to advance to the Sweet 16. You know what that means?
I don't know what the Sweet 16, but it sounds nice.
Yeah, and then there's the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and then the championship game, and then no mas. And then the USFL comes and baseball and the NBA playoffs. I hope LeBron doesn't make it. I hate him. I'm sorry. I don't.
That's mean.
Very talented, but I don't like him.
You shouldn't hate anyone.
I don't like him. Okay, I'll take away the hate word. He's a talented ball player. I don't like him as a person. He's very ugly on the inside. And I like Michael Jordan and Kobe a lot better. But that's enough for sport. I will give out a pick tonight, though. I really think that Michigan has a good shot tonight. I really do. I think they can cover the spread. Duke, I'd like to see Coach K advance. I don't know. They're down to a pick or maybe +1 right now. There's 8 games between tonight and tomorrow. Take all the underdogs. You can't go wrong. You should go 5-3 out of the 8 games. And my new show will start on opening day baseball right here on the same network. I'm going to have some great guests. So you're going to be very impressed with it.
Look out for it. Inside the Numbers with Danny B on Empty to Bench Podcast Network.
I'm going to go get
Monday and Friday.
There you go.
Looking forward to it.
But the first show will be actually on Thursday, opening day. But basically, it'll be Friday. We're going to preview who's playing who for the weekend. On Monday, we're going to recap, and we're going to talk about the games during the week. Great guests, former Major League Baseball players from Lenny Dykstra to Glendon Rush, on and on. You know, and again, New York is right here in our backdrop. Good that the players can play. I think Mad Max was set. Remember the movie Mad Max was set in 2022. It was made years ago, but the Mets got Mad Max to add to their arsenal of pitchers. So this should be just, and Carrasco should be healthy. I don't know. It should be a good year for the Mets. I've been waiting. I got my Met hat. It's a little crooked, a little old, but I'm excited because without baseball, I feel lost. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're having football. They're having
USFL.
So that's exciting.
I might try out. Honestly, I still got a good arm.
You do.
I do.
You're very athletic.
Kids
Danny.
are worried. The kids
You're
are
very
scared.
like I say it all the time. They need to bottle Danny B up. You could be a product in yourself, Danny B.
Even my friends, when I tell them I can throw, they're like, at 60, you can still throw without getting. I don't know. I don't know how I do it. I still have a rocket, and I don't get sore. A little bit, but I can still go day to day, and I can't. You know, most guys have 1 or 2 good throws left in them. I can throw all. The kids quit on me.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I've always done the baseball motions, and I keep.
And you whip them. You were playing with Frankie's son.
Let me.
You're like whipping it to him.
Listen,
like, Danny, really?
Listen. Here's a little side note. Back when I was younger, Frankie Philpott was always close to us. Always. I loved him like a brother, and I still do. I used to whip the ball at him, but Saturday I used to whip a baseball at Frankie. But Saturday, his son Connor, good hands. We sat there and we hummed it like only 15 yards apart. I didn't miss one, and he's very good. He missed 4 or 5 of them, and he was like, "Dude," he couldn't understand.
Danny's like,
bottle this shit.
Yes, you do. You have to bottle it.
No, honestly, I don't know where.
Speaking of young kids, our son is dropping his first single tomorrow.
Spit it out. What's his name? What's his stage name? Young? It's not Y-O-U. It's
Young Bull J. And it's Y-U-N-G underscore B-U-L-L underscore J-A-Y.
Honestly, the kid's working on his own downstairs. I bought him some equipment. He's cutting music I don't like. He has to
rap. He's a little rap star.
But he's learning, and he's by himself, and he has basic stuff. He's got to learn his levels a little bit. His words are awesome. I don't like the cursing.
They cuss and they swear.
But that's part of that.
It's like, I mean, you're totally going to judge us if you listen to it. We're going to be like, well, we did say we're not the best parents.
Okay, well, anyway,
now you'll know.
When we listened to Led Zeppelin back in the day, don't you think our parents judged us?
You're right. Now I don't feel so bad.
So they judged us.
You're right.
Bug music.
Yes.
As the Flint. Bug music.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all feel differently. And
I'm excited for him because his single is called Do It Myself. And, you know, honestly, when he didn't tell me for a long time that he was rapping and that he was like writing his words and his lyrics and trying to make music. Like, he didn't tell me this for a long time. And then he told me, and then he started recording stuff, and then he let me listen to it, and I actually like cried my eyes out, and I'm like, who cries over rap? But when your child is expressing themselves and you know that like that's their outlet and like that's how they are expressing themselves, because kids express themselves in really bad ways, you know, so this is a good way that he's doing, and I'm really proud of him. Even though I'm not really into rap, I like his songs. I get into it. I start,
good boy.
You know
what it sounds like.
But he does cuss and swear. It's rap. He talks about, so it's not for everybody, but
well, you know
good.
what? Most of the lyrics, it seems like he's let down by his friends, and not us. If you listen deep
people in life, and like, you know, he's been through things. Like, you know, I have to quickly say this because I know if I talk too long, Danny will be like, nah. But I always imagined to being that, you know, when we had Jaden, I was like, he's never going to do this. He's never going to do it. Like, I thought I was going to like have this perfect world for Jaden. Like, he's going to grow up in the same home. Everything's going to be the same because like I come from a broken home. Like my parents weren't together, and like me, my mom, my family, we moved a lot as a child. So I felt like not stable all the time. And I really wanted that for our kids. And I always thought that that was what was going to be, but like, that's not what happened. But I see what the character that brings to them, especially Jaden, because he's older, and like all the things that like hurt him, bother him. And like teenagers really have like these deep feelings that like a lot of us older people kind of like put off and not like understand what they're going through. Like, oh, you're a teen, you don't know everything. Like
generations,
you know,
especially now, yeah.
But they, you know, kids, they have so much going on. And sometimes I feel like kids actually have more than what we do, because we have each other. We have our everyday schedule. We're a parent, we're a wife, you know, we're used to all these things. But kids are like, they don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. They don't know. And so like their brains are like way more active. Like, honestly, this is why I'm having my own show. Because when I get into something and I want to talk about it, I don't have this guy like looking like, just waiting for my time back.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I got my own show. You go ahead. You can take this show over. Have all your friends, Jenny, on the blog.
No, I want to have my own show. My own show.
Take
but
it over.
Nick is too busy right now. We have to wait.
Nick's mom likes the show.
Yes.
At
Hi,
least
Nick's mom.
my mom.
Cheers to Nick's mom. My mom. Cheers, mommy. Love you.
But yeah, I think that, you know, we definitely have to have our own thing. You do this show, I'll do mine.
Anytime I talk, this is what I'm saying. Like, guys don't listen to what girls have to say.
You know what?
Unless we're like, oh, we're gonna give you a blowy, we're gonna do this. Then they're like, what? What? Huh? You doing that to me? Anything else? Like, do you like my hair? Should I have like? Why are you talking to me about this? Why?
What's a blowy?
Why?
What's a blowy? That's about as far as I get.
Blowy.
Actually, do I have something in my blow me?
No, I don't want to touch you.
But anyway, here we are.
You're not nice to me, Danny.
Here we are, 2 weeks away from. Look at your cheat notes. Why don't you just put it on your wrist? 2 weeks away from opening day. Bet the Mets every opening day for the last 20 years. I think they're like 17-3. Don't quote me on that, but they have a great opening day record. And the show again opens up on April 7th. I don't know. I'm toying with live recorded with some graphics. Depends on the guests. Not everybody can be there on a Friday at 1:00. So, you know, some of my guests are in LA. So we got to figure out. Nick and I will discuss that probably in the next day or two.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to open up, and we will open up on April 7th.
Okay. Holly says, guys are deaf, babe. LOL. I know.
What?
And it's like, you know, and I have met like guys, like there are some guys that are like girly and like they're like into what girls say, but like that's not the guys we want to end up with. Oh, that's mean.
Edit that. Oh, this is live, so just bypass
terrible,
it. Just give us a thumbs down on that.
I know, but you know what? Back in your day, like people would just say that as like
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm still in my day. I am living in
it to call somebody a name. It's not like, you know, they're really like being mean and
it's like calling somebody a guinea or a Mick. You guys are too most people watching, I would hope, were from our friends. Actually, the analytics when we watch back, who most of the viewers are from North Jersey.
Okay.
And then Pennsylvania, California.
North Jersey. I love Jersey people. I have to say, because
Jersey people are great.
They are, and it's like they are like so funny.
How you doing?
They want to have a good time. They're so generous. I mean, I mean, Jersey people lay out the red carpet. You know, they always want to feed you.
That's why
You know,
we go
they
to Jersey
listen to
Mike's.
you. You know, like it's a good time. They always have like alcohol, and they're ready for a good time.
Yeah,
You know,
and they're not cheap.
I love Jersey people.
And one thing we don't like is cheap people. That's right. So Jersey people, whenever you go into their house, first thing is, you need anything.
Yes.
When you go into somebody, and don't get this wrong, because some people, it's not.
What do you want to drink? What do you want to eat? What do you want? You know? Yeah.
When I first got to Pennsylvania, I thought and this was 1995, and we moved to Florida, of course, for a bit, Jersey for a cup of coffee. But I was like, these people are a little off here. They're not as hospitality. They don't have, except for our boy Mickey. Mickey,
well,
and Mickey, you watch, you send me your phone.
It depends.
Okay,
on the people.
1 second before I finish. Hey, anybody out there? My phone crashed last Thursday as March Madness was just starting up, basically early tip off,
Yes.
and it just died. So I lost all my contacts, years and years of personal and business. So anybody out there, you want to shoot me your number again, feel free. If not, whatever. But my phone is dead, and I got a new one, and I like it. I like it.
Even the girls that might like Danny, you can send him a message.
Yeah,
he needs
please.
a little attention.
Yeah, I do. I do.
He's
It's
gonna,
only
there's going to be 60 at the end of the year.
I don't get enough
he
at
needs
home.
a little
I
attention.
don't get enough at
It's
home.
okay. I know he's not going anywhere.
I know Denise Smith was giving me a lot of compliments.
I love Denise.
She's the best.
She's so gorgeous, and she's such a beautiful person from
Inside
the inside out. I love her dad. I love her family.
Uncle Joe!
Honestly, when I see that picture of you and Denise together,
that's a sweet picture.
It makes my
heart happy. You know what? We all remember, of course, her sister Denise.
Her sister Michelle.
I'm sorry.
Denise's because you can't, because they look alike.
And
so you kept saying that night. And you
I
felt
said it
bad.
one time.
But you felt bad because you didn't want to bring up,
But
sad
Michelle was always the tough one. Denise was the sweet one. But what a great family. And Kirk, good man.
Yes.
Good man.
Kirk told me he likes the show and he watches it.
He likes when we get drunk.
He likes when we get drunk and start fighting with each other. I mean, who doesn't? My mom's waiting for me to kick your ass on here.
That ain't gonna happen. I got some clout left. You might be bigger than me, but I still got some speed.
You do. You have moves. You have more energy. I have to say, you do have more. I think you're gonna outlive me because you could potentially live to 110.
My goal is to be the oldest man ever alive.
You got a lot of energy in you, Danny Bay.
But you know what? Probably I won't be here tomorrow because I jinxed myself. Kind of like, this game's in the bag. I ain't gonna lose this. They're up by 40. Next thing you know, they lose outright. And then tomorrow, where's Danny? Shit happens.
Yeah, it happens.
But just in case, guys and girls, let's have a cheers to Danny B in case he's not here tomorrow. But
cheers to you,
what else? We talked about cheesesteaks. We talked about our kid being a stud. The Mets actually, you know what? The Mets actually called me yesterday they were inquiring about Chase.
Okay, now you're going to jinx him and he's going to suck ass Friday on.
Well, the Yankees actually,
jinxing the King.
Yankees are going to stink. Yankees, I'm sorry, they're not going to be that good this year. They're in trouble. I think a lot of people can agree with that. But
who do you think is the team to watch for?
Well, for me, I got to have the Mets. I'm running out of time. 86 was. I'm always going to root for the Yankees. I'm always going to. If the Cowboys don't win, I want the Giants to win. If the Mets don't win, I want the Yankees. Basketball, I don't care who wins that. I'd love to see St. Peter's advance. I think they're in for a tough ride tomorrow against Purdue. Some people are saying they're going to get crushed. It's 12.5, 13 points. Kentucky plus 18, they win outright. Murray State plus 8, they win outright. You know what? I'm just rooting for them. This first time ever for this team. Jersey City. I mean, look, where is it? Where'd that be? That way?
Yes, because
the
Freedom Tower's here, so Jersey City's over here.
And here,
Jersey City, right here. That's Jersey City.
That's me waiting on a ferry back in the day.
Yes.
But what else wanted? The cheesesteaks we already talked about.
Yes,
Baseball
and
we talked about.
So our son, he's releasing his first single tomorrow. I'm gonna repost this later. I'm gonna repost the link so that you guys can download and listen to his song. I know you guys are gonna judge us, so it is. Up front, I'm not the best mom. Okay, let the kids cuss and swear and do other things.
What are you looking at that clock? 6:32, Jack.
I also want to thank always when we come on here all of our first responders, our military men and women, all of our police, all the nurses and the doctors and everyone that
Of
keeps
course.
us safe.
But you know,
and-
okay, before us, I'm sorry. How come they can play baseball unvaccinated, but these people can't go
yeah,
back
we
to
need
work?
that to happen.
Yeah, you know
we'll
what,
be happy
Murphy,
when that
all
happens.
you-
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Governor Murphy. I'm a Jersey fan, and I love Jersey people. I love all people, but we're Jersey people. You're
Yes,
born in
yeah.
Jersey. I'm born in
Yeah.
Jersey. Although we do like where we're at, if there
I
was
love Pennsylvania.
if there was
I'm
another
a
place,
suburb girl.
if there was another place for us to live, it probably would be Ocean Gate.
I know we're down there. Like the people are so nice. This is so nice. Like, but Boo Boo loves, Easton. He loves his school. He's like in. He has his friends.
And he's got a crush. He's got his first crush.
He's got a crush. Like I'm not moving him. I'm not moving
Stephanie,
him.
she's already wearing lipstick at eighth grade, rather.
That's what the girls do.
Yeah.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, real
You
quick.
guys yell at me all the time. We go over the Boss Cause because we live close to the Palmer Mall. We go over the Boss Cause, and you go in the junior section. All the shirts are like half shirts, little shorts, and I start yelling. They walk away. I'm like, who's wearing this stuff?
You're screaming though, Jay.
It's like this is junior sections, like 12. 11. Like I personally think that's creepy. And the like Boss Cause is like known to be like an older person store. So like, why are they selling clothes that are like half shirts, little shorts? Like junior stuff needs a little more to it. Like you need a whole shirt. And so anyway, now between these people making clothes, social media. I mean, these girls dress like hoochie mamas and like in middle school.
All right, Daisy Dukes.
We didn't dress like that.
Yes,
in middle school.
did. The Daisy Dukes in the 70s. Come on, they were right up the Chochi, right up there. You can see the.
In middle school, though, or Daisy Dukes were for like 21 and older, or like maybe 19,
but the
20.
thing in the
out of high school.
In the 70s, they didn't even shave, so it was even more offensive.
No, listen, I got yelled at about this one time. I said, you know what? Girls that have that all around and hair everywhere.
Don't take it wrong.
No, there's women that they go hard. Like you cannot say that a woman should be shaved. So, you can't say woman. We don't even know what a woman is these days. So.
That's right. What is a woman, Jay?
We have no idea.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I am.
Okay, you're ready
I'll
to
be a
become.
boy tomorrow.
You're going to be on the Supreme Court.
Yes.
What is a woman, Jay?
Honestly, that lady sounded like fucking stupid as I would. Like, educated for this question. Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about the Leah Thompson. He didn't want me to bring it up, but I just can't help myself right now. Okay. Women. Okay. They're trying to take it all away from us.
Yep.
That's okay, though. Listen, for you to be considered a woman, I have nothing wrong with being transsexual, transgender, whatever it's called. I don't want to offend anyone. You need to chop that off and have a vajayjay. Once you have a vajayjay, then you get in our category. Okay? When you have the JJ. If you don't have the JJ, you don't get in the category. So it's wrong. I personally think it's wrong. It's actually a male competing against women. But everyone that's sticking up for that, women's sports, they have so many things that are wrong with it. They're not getting equal paid. Why does it take this topic to try to change women and stick up for women? Well, you weren't sticking up for them before when you're not paying them right. When you're not okay.
You know what?
Okay. If you're gonna stick up for women, then go through it all and stick up for every avenue for them. Equal pay. It's not all.
Equal pay. You got equal.
No,
pay.
they don't.
You got equal pay.
They don't got equal pay. Everything's men's.
No. You got your equal pay.
Yeah.
Your CEOs,
why this topic?
There's billionaires. But honestly, as far as competing,
But I just have to say one last thing. We'll get off this thing. The woman that came into second place to that, Leah Thompson, it was only by like a second and something. So imagine that. Like, did you see the girl that size? And then the transgender Leah Thompson, what her size is? So she only lost from like a second or something.
Was it
like,
that close?
It is so close. So girl, you are amazing. I mean, come on. Like, honestly, she might even be able to beat her.
Well, you know what? Not for nothing. This
That's amazing.
Leah Thompson, is that the name?
Yes, Leah Thompson.
She's gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna do a movie. Gonna make a book. But you know what? All fairness, have a league for transgenders where it's fair.
Or like I see these commercials now, and I've seen people post about weird commercials that they're seeing, and I think a lot of people they consider weird because a lot of it is gay, transgender. You see a lot of that right now, and I think people are like kind of thrown off with that.
It's coming at you too fast.
To me, it's okay, but if you want to have a genderless sports, let everyone know that, like, listen, girls and guys are going to play on this team together, and we're going to go against each other. And as long as you know that, like, okay, I'm playing hockey with men and women, I'm playing football with men and women, I'm playing a baseball team, men and women. As long as it's up front, like, okay, this is the team.
All right, here we go. I challenge Leah Thompson to sprint against Caitlyn Jenner.
Ooh, that could be a good one.
Bruce, are you up for it?
Caitlyn. That's Caitlyn.
No offense.
I like Caitlyn.
I do. I like
Bruce, and I like Caitlyn.
He was on a Wheaties box.
But she owns up to herself.
Well,
she says, she says it how it is.
Well, $1 billion will do that for you, all the time.
I like her. I do.
No,
I like her.
Listen, whatever. But when a transgender like Bruce Jenner says that they shouldn't compete, you got to respect that.
Well, because what's fair is what,
Well, he
fair,
knows. He knows.
This person was, living as a man like 2 years ago, and competing, swimming as a man, and now is up against women. I mean, it's really not that hard.
Okay, enough of that.
All right. So anyway, make sure you guys follow us at our Twitter page at Keepin' It Real.
There it is. He knows. There you go. You got to produce it.
DJB. Yes, he's putting it up here for me.
You know what? We're not the only Keeping It Real out there, so don't be confused.
Yes.
But inside the numbers with at Jamie Biancullo. That's going to be the new. That's going to be a good one. You're going to like what we do. We're not selling anything. We're just giving advice on the games with great guests and just want to network and get back to, I was off of Twitter for about a year. Now I'm back on, and for a few reasons, but I'm excited about the new show, the new network. Nick does a great job. He's got some great shows lined up, and it's a up and coming network.
Yes, it is, and I'm very excited. And Nick is like, very artsy himself, thinking about things. He worked for 77 WABC before. He's had those, inside jobs. He knows where the direction needs to go. He's very good. He's
worked for the Bernie
he's
Sid
hardworking.
show.
He's a hardworking kid, and
that's young.
It fits really well with us.
It's a good fit because you know what, I don't even know how to turn this thing off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
When she says action, I come in. Action.
I also want to just leave off thanking everyone that watches our show every week. Comments on our show. Takes interest in us and finds us funny and wants to see our shows every week. I really appreciate you.
Well, not every week, but
you guys are our people. And yes, he keeps saying not every week.
It hasn't. We weren't on last week, were we?
Okay, well, we're going to be on next week.
Yeah, we will be.
Some weeks we may take off.
But Inside the Numbers will be on every Friday, every Monday with previews, recaps, great guests. But again, the first show will air on a Thursday. Because we got to bet the Mets. You can't go wrong. I don't care what the odds are. I don't care.
Let's go, Mets.
Jake, Maxie, the Mets should kick butt this year. I can say ass on, I can even say shit. I can say shit. I remember I got banned on KC Radio back in 2008 because my producer at the time said, can I say shit? Because I heard it on South Park. Cartman said, hey, shit, you fucking shit. Says, I guess I can say shit. Wrong. But anyway, guys, we're going to get on out of here. You got to love the backdrop, but this is as close to the city as we get. And the last time I was in the city, I think the song was playing. Kurt DiLorenzo, rubbing the chest.
Denise, we talked about Kurt.
Dirty
She
Curry.
told me how good looking he was. All the girls wanted
This is
Kurt.
the Curry dance. He's the, like, when this song
when
came
I met him in Miami, he was like talking. And he was like in the sliding doors overlooking the ocean. He's like rubbing himself. I'm like, Danny, what's up with this guy? He's like talking, rubbing himself. So all right,
cheers, everybody.
Curdy.
Take care.
Keeping it real. Hopefully every Thursday. Thanks, guys. Take us out, Nick.